Hi everyone, welcome to LovegLew Creations. I'm Felicia, and today we're going to make something really nice. We're going to make a nice tulip spring wreath. Let's read. Today's inspiration comes from tulips, and I created this wreath here. Very pretty. It has a combination of light, like an orange and pink wreath with pink tulips with cream ficuses and also these beautiful green ficuses. How beautiful is that? And this is on a 14-inch wreath base. So pretty much this turned into probably about a 16-inch circumference. So it turned out, even though the wreath base is small, once you add all of your elements and all of your florals and greenery to the wreath, it makes it a lot bigger. So how pretty is that? So our next wreath that we're going to make, it's going to be on a much larger grapevine wreath base. This is 16-inch. So we're going to make a pretty big one. This would be beautiful if somebody has a really big door, a wide door. And so this one is going to be very special because we're going to use a different combination of tulips. I want to show you the tulips first. And this is the combination that we're going to use. How pretty are these? And you probably may have seen flower combinations in any store, from Michael's to Hobby Lobby or any floral market that you've gone into. Wonder, how did they put that together? Well, here's one that's put together. And would you consider creating a wreath out of this combination? Yes, because it's already put together. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it apart and make picks out of them. We're going to add them individually to our wreath. So we're going to use this as our tulip base. We're also going to use these purple ficuses, which is going to be the base on the grapevine itself. I have this greenery here that we're going to add a different kind of texture to the wreath base and add some greenery around in between our tulips. And we may use this as well just to add another pop of greenery and a pop of white to help soften up the wreath a little bit. We may not need it, but we'll see. All right, so these are the main ingredients that we're going to use, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's wreath. All right, first things first, we want to lay our base, which is going to be our purple ficus, and I have several different colors of ficus that I could have used, and so I think this one will pop really pretty with the color pattern that we have for the tulips. It's going to make it even more springier, more springish looking, and just more vibrant. I feel I have a bone color I could have used. I have like a light green color I could have used. And I've used several of these colors throughout some other wreaths as well. But I think this one will be pretty. And I like the fact that we have the purple in the tulip combination. So that's gonna help pop this as well. So what we're going to do is, so the great thing about this particular ficus is we have this ficus branches, is we have several branches that we can cut. And we're gonna use these to layer our base of our grapevine. All right, so I'm just gonna cut where they separate. And for this top one, it's really, really big. So what I wanna do is to have it about the same height as that, I'm gonna cut it right here on this. So we'll have some extras down here at the bottom, which we can use as fillers if need be. Okay, so we're gonna cut as many as we need for right now. So we're gonna just do the same pattern, and I got these from Craft Outlet, and so that's a vendor that I use and buy my wreath supplies from as well. And the wreath base came from Hobby Lobby, and it's a 16-inch wreath base. So you can find them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or even from craft stores, Craft Outlet, and so forth. And again, we're going to be using these as fillers, so do not throw away your the extras that you have. You can use those for anything. You can put them in other arrangements as well. Save everything if you can. It comes in handy for other designs and so forth. All right, so this is going to be really, really pretty. I'm excited to make this one. It's going to be a pretty big grapevine. There's no ribbon needed for this one. It's strictly florals and strictly these purple ficuses. And you could, if you go to any floral store from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Craft Outlet, craft stores or what have you. You can buy these in green. You can get any color. So we're gonna do the purple, and we're gonna start with what we've cut so far. All right, so I'm going to place our ficus within the wreath base, and we're gonna start on the inner, okay? And then we're gonna go, let me cut this one down a little bit, on the outer, just like that. So we're layering it, and we're following the circumference of the wreath itself, the wreath frame. All right. So, all right. So in and out, just like that, just to help fill it up. And we're gonna add other greenery to this as well. Again, this is just our base to fill the grapevine, cover it up a little bit. So that way we have our base, we have a beautiful setting for the foundation of our wreath, okay? So in, out, in, out. And as you can see, it's starting to make our circle. So, and I'm not gluing anything in yet because I want to make sure I get everything placed where I want it to be. And we want them to lay flat, okay? So make sure it's laying flat, not sticking up too much, okay? So in, out, to give us that layer, that, again, the base, the foundation layer, all right? Just like that. Okay, and I'm gonna continue doing this, and I don't wanna bore you all with me doing this around the whole circumference, but you get the idea of what I'm doing, just to make sure that we get it, the coverage that we need around the wreath, okay? And don't worry if it's sticking up a little bit, we're going to be adding other greenery, we're gonna add the tulips, and it's gonna lay, it'll flatten them as we go. Okay, so here we go. This is our base with the purple ficuses. How pretty is this? I love it already. And we're going to now add another layer. We're gonna add this greenery, and we're gonna just input it in between, in between the purple ficus. And I got glue all over my hands. Okay, all right, so this is turning out really, really pretty. Again, if you wanted to, you could hang it just like this if you wanted to. It's very springy. I love the fact that it's, you know, a ficus is what? Green. So the fact that we have it in a different color really adds a pop of spring, a pop of color. I love this. But I do want to add some green to it. So we're going to, I got these from Hobby Lobby. So we're just going to cut the picks off. You can see that it's a multi-pick branch. Actually, it's a branch. So, but we're going to pick and cut picks from it, and we're going to use the greenery and put it in between our ficus leaves. So we can add a pop of green to it just like this. So throughout, it's going to go just like that throughout our, throughout the wreath. So I think this is going to add that beautiful spring green that we're looking for our wreath, a different layer, a different texture. And already it's starting to turn out really pretty. So let me go ahead and finish cutting these. And this is going to be one of my favorites. I think all my wreaths are my favorites. I love when I create something new and different. Although spring tulips are perfect for Easter. Speaking of Easter, it's right around the corner, everyone. So I hope you all have wonderful things planned for your family for Sunday morning. We're having the grandbabies over, our entire family over. And we're gonna have our Easter egg hunt, Easter dinner, all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to having the family over. Although I've been keeping my grandbabies throughout the weekends that's been passed. And spending some time with them. We went to this really, really cute music festival that they had for children here in Houston. And they got to try different instruments, from a violin, saxophone, drums, bongos, all kinds of cool stuff. And they got to dance, and they had people singing. songs from Broadway, teaching children how to sing. It was really, really cute. It was free too. It was here in Houston. There were so many free things to do here in Houston. Free museums. We found an art car museum that we took them to as well. So it was a really, really good weekend last weekend with our grandsons. And so it was real fun. So this Sunday, we have everybody. My daughters, their husbands. This one's kind of long. Our daughters, their husbands, and our grandbabies. We're gonna have the Easter egg hunt, all that good stuff. So I hope y'all are planning some beautiful, having a beautiful day with your families as well. I sent out emails to everyone just saying Happy Easter for those of you who have subscribed to my email. I have a free, you can download a free wreath packing kit document, and then you can get on my email subscriber list. So feel free to do that. Take advantage of that. Get on my email list. I announce sales that I'm having on my wreath in my wreath shop as well. So feel free to get on that list, and you get a free wreath packing document that shows you, gives you box sizes and what I use to ship my wreaths and so forth. So feel free to use that and get on my email list. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, so here's where we are so far. Look how beautiful that is. So what I think I'm going to do is just kind of add another layer around. That way this is all in the center, and I want to add another layer on the outside as well, because it's going to really pop when we add the tulips. And I think this is going to be a beautiful addition to the wreath to give it that green spring look. And what I want to do is go ahead and start, now that I have them in the center, I think that turned out really beautifully. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those in right where I have them, right where I want them. And all I did was slide the green pick in between the purple ficus, followed the circular circumference of the wreath, and I put them exactly in between. So that way they blend in, so they're blended really well into the wreath. And I think it looks gorgeous. It adds a different pop of color. So now what I want to do is add some on the perimeter, so it'll come sticking out just like this. So we'll just slide those in around the perimeter, the outer perimeter of our wreath base. And just give it a nice branchy green look as we go around the base. And this is a wreath that's strictly greenery and florals, no bow again. So sometimes you don't need a bow, but I just made a beautiful Houston Astros wreath. It's in my shop if you want to see it. It's basketball season here, and of course, the Houston Astros are world champions, and so I couldn't resist the fact that I wanted to make a beautiful Houston Astros wreath. I have some supplies that I've been holding on to for a while, and so I thought, you know what, why not go ahead and make a wreath while the season's hot and everybody's excited about the Astros. All right, so I'm trying to get these in here so they go in pretty well. They're not too stern. So the problem I'm having is I want them to be on the outside, but I want them to stick up. So what I may have to do is cut them down a little bit, so that way we have the sternness. But I can also add, I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with floral picks. And so there's a couple things you can do. There's steel picks, and you can get a steel pick machine, or you can use these. So this is basically a floral pick. It's old school with the wire, and you take your pick, place it on the end of the stem of your floral base, take that thin wire and wrap it around just like that. It'll elongate it, but also give it some sternness. And that's another way to help accent your florals when the stems aren't strong enough. There's also the steel pick machine. A lot of people have that. I haven't gotten that yet, but that's an option. And you can also use floral tape. Again, old school. So this tape stretches. You've probably seen this on florals that you've gotten from the florists. And you can wrap it around just to help give it that extra security. And it's sticky in itself, so it'll stick. So all you gotta do is stretch it as you pull it around, wrap it around just like that, and it'll stay on there. And you've created your own floral stem. See, now it's sturdy. All right, so that's probably what I'm gonna have to do, just to make it stick in there. Just exactly what I thought. So I'm going to do that for the rest of my stems, and we'll be right back. So we got our greenery added, and I think this is turning out beautiful so far. So what I want to do is just add a few of these throughout. So it's not going to take a lot to brighten it up a little bit. I just need some of the picks, so not a lot, just a few to sporadically place within the wreath, just like that, so you can kind of see it sticking out. And the way this is looking right now, guys, this is beautiful by itself. I don't even need to add the tulips, but we are going to add them. I just want to add some little bit of white to soften it up. So we'll just add probably about maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, probably need maybe 6 of these. And I'm not cutting the full pick. I'm cutting it right here because I don't need the full length of it. I just need a little bit of it just to stick through and have it pop. And I'm just putting it through the layers of the ficus as well as the greenery. This came off, and the way to fix that is you add a little bit of glue into the hole, stick it back through the hole, and just like that. Nope, it's not working. Oh wait, it came up this way. There we go. Okay, with that, that'll dry a little bit. So find its spot again. And just kind of evenly distribute it through the wreath base. There we go, just like that. So far so good, it's looking beautiful. So pretty. So springy. I just like how it just pokes through. And another one came off. That's what you get when you manhandle. Try to get it in there. So be careful, making sure you don't damage your products. There we go. That should hold really well. Put it back through. So it's evenly distributed. We'll probably put this one right here. And I think that's all we need, really. Just like that. So pretty. All right. So we didn't need a lot, just a few. Just get those glued in. so far so good. It's looking pretty. Next, we're going to add these beautiful tulips. Okay, so we're going to add them alternative. So we're going to do a color, a color, a color, a color, just alternate it in and out, in and out. All right, so I'm just going to cut it right at this, right about halfway of the stem, just like that. So again, these colors, the pattern of this, the color scheme of this, of these flowers, or of these tulips are so beautiful. And it's gonna turn out beautifully. So don't be afraid to use the color patterns that come with your stems, with your bouquets when you buy them. It will make your arrangement turn out beautifully. All right, so. Okay, so we're just going to place it on here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So we're gonna add, we'll put a tulip here and a tulip here on the outside, just like that. We'll do a pink. And now we need to do a yellow. So we're alternating the colors so it flows pretty well. Just like that. We need a purple. And yes, the purple blends, but it's still pretty. It still adds a pop of color and it still stands out. And these stems, they're a little thick, so it's, you got to be careful and just kind of get it in there. Find a way to wedge it into the grapevine, so that way it's really good in there. So we got yellow, purple, pink, yellow, purple, pink, yellow, purple. And like I said, these are it's a thick stem, so you gotta maneuver it. So you want them to be seen, so kind of maneuver them so that they can stand out. Pink. Looks like the yellows are winning. Oh, we got to put this on the outside. Here we go. About to say, looks like all the yellows are going to be on the inside, but no, we do it right. Everybody gets an alternation. Every color alternates perfectly. Here we go. Yellow, purple, pink, yellow, purple, and a pink. All right, so I think that is turned out beautifully. Let's make sure that they can be seen. And you can add more florals if you want. I think this is fine just as it is. All right, what do you think? Gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these glued in. And you can bend them so that they can really stand out. And pop just like that, bend them out. Don't be afraid to maneuver everything the way you want it to. See, this one needs to come around just a little bit more towards the inside. And like I said, the stems are a little thick. No problem, we'll get it in there. We'll get it in there just right. All right, bring them up just a little bit so they can be seen. All right, let me get these glued in. All right, so we are ready for the final reveal, but before I do, I just want to say Happy Easter to everyone. I know I talked briefly about what we're doing for Easter holiday, so I hope you all have a wonderful Easter weekend, celebrating with your family, celebrating the resurrection of Christ. It's going to be a great day for us. We're working on the yard this week as well. Me and my husband, I'm surprised he's not mowing the yard right now, getting ready for our Easter egg hunt, so we're so excited to have all our kids over, our grandbabies and so forth. So, and I think we're ready for the final reveal. Here we go. This one's very springy, very colorful, and it could have been made with green ficus. It could have been made with any color ficus. I used a purple, so this would be beautiful as a spring arrangement. Perfect, perfect, perfect for Easter. Perfect, perfect for spring. How beautiful is that? All right. Okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a happy Easter. Till next week.